Konnichiwa, Samurai James here. Today we're going to take a look at one of the armor stands that I use for my European armor. It's right behind me, isn't it? Alright, let's take a look at the armor stand. I'm going to give you a brief top to bottom here, and I'm going to explain it in detail as we work our way up. So rolling down here to the bottom, the base is 1/2 inch plywood. It's about 16 inches by 16 inches. The base itself is on casters, as you can see, just attached with 4 bolts. I would like to put some black fabric over top a little bit later to help make this look a little bit nicer. This is my 3rd iteration of the stand. The first 2 did not have wheels, and the first one was actually just little feet coming out rather than a solid base to it. The legs here are attached with a 4-inch lag bolt from underneath in pairs to help keep it nice and stable. As we go up here, there's a horizontal bar here just to help with some of the stability to keep the frame from racking back and forth. You'll also notice a pair of ties here. This is what I point the top of the legs to keep it tied into place. And you'll see it is drilled through here and comes out the other side. That way I can just run a shoelace through here, hang it down, tie it, and not have to worry about it falling off. I found in the first version where I had it just stapled into place that the lace over time was starting to tug down, especially as I put things on and off. In the second version I had heavy duty staples like you would use for electrical cable, and I just wasn't as happy with those. They were a little bit clunky. They did stay in place, but I just didn't care for them, so I've gone to just drilling the hole through and putting the lacing here. Now let's work our way up to the top. You'll see that the shoulder piece here is attached by pocket holes. This could also be done by simply screwing down from the top, just as the pocket holes underneath of here could also just be done by screwing in from the sides. The first 2 versions had it just screwed in without the pocket holes. I do find the pocket holes to be a little bit more stable. I definitely prefer them, but you can get away without having the pocket holes perfectly fine. There's a set of ties here for the shoulders and for the arms, matched on both sides. The top piece here is just a 4x4 piece of post, and the whole thing has been run over the router table with a 1/2 inch round over bit. That's just to make it look a little bit nice, clean up some of the rough edges on it. It is spray painted black with some $1 rattle cans of spray paint. You certainly don't have to run it over a router table. You don't have to pocket hole it. This thing could be done with a hand file, a hand saw, some sandpaper. Cost of materials is probably about 25 bucks. I had the 2x4s on hand and some leftover plywood, so the net cost of this was basically $0 for me. I think I paid $3 for the shoelaces or something. But this is a pretty cheap and easy do-it-yourself armor stand that you can build at home. This would also work for displaying samurai armor standing, but I have a different idea that I want to try for the samurai armor to make sure that the haidate for the thighs shows a little bit of a curvature rather than if it was attached here, it would just be sitting straight across. So I want to have something that has some shape to it so that it looks a little bit better for that, since it's a little bit more flexible than the European armor is. That's going to wrap it up for this stand. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. And this is Samurai James saying thanks for watching, and sayonara.